In this video, we're going to be going over some of the best and worst trades we've received over the past month. We do a lot of trades on Facebook Marketplace, so we're going to give you some of the strategies, my actual trade stats, and some of the best, worst, terrible, and some illegal trade offers we've received.
Let's do it.
After the right price.
All right, so I'm gonna get into the data later, but I've received hundreds of messages. Pretty much 90 of them are complete garbage, and of the remaining 10%, you know, only a few of those actually led into deals. But I'm gonna get Chase's live reaction to some of these crazy offers that I've received.
And I have not seen the vast majority of these. He's been saving them, and he's excited. So
We might have to blur some out because YouTube. I don't even know what order I screenshotted these in, so we're just gonna go. From Scotty. Hi, is this still available? Yes, send pictures of your trade offer. Oh, this is the illegal one.
what? You sent a video?
You sent a video.
All right.
Like we can't even say what it is. I have to blur this out. But, and then he just goes, unlock the iPhone. Later, he responds, he's like, I also have a controller. Hello's Special Edition. They're gaming it. That was for an Xbox Series S.
The current gen consoles are really hard to trade because that right there, the illegal item aside, that is not like, it's a PS4, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops Edition, but it's like worth like $200 to $250, and the retail on the Xbox is $300.
And that's just one of the terrible offers that we're going to show throughout this video. But now let's show a good one. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the mess. Essentially, I posted another Nintendo Switch OLED on Facebook Marketplace, and we got another pretty cool trade. Even going to be throwing in like 50 bucks cash, which is super nice because some of the stuff we weren't sure if it worked, and he couldn't really test it. The N64 might not be working, so he's throwing in some cash just to kind of supplement for that. And then the controller joysticks are a little bit loose, just kind of factoring that into some of the repairs and processes that we're gonna have to do. But it is 9:40 a.m. We're meeting at 10, so I'm gonna get going and meet this dude. So the deal is done. Got a bunch of stuff. More games underneath this. I'll show you more in a little bit. Back here, and I'm going to show you all the cool stuff that we just got. It's not laid out the absolute best, but we have an N64 with all these controllers, which was super cool. And I didn't notice in the pictures, and you probably won't even notice until I do this, that it's refaced. So thankfully this one, okay, so these actually aren't so bad. Let's see if we have the expansion. Oh, sweet baby. That's cool. Wasn't counting on that. Then for the rest of the pickup, I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, so I'll leave it to Chase to do the rest.
So I'd definitely say Skylar made a good trade trading away that Switch OLED. I've got the pickup here fully spread out. Want to go over it a little bit more in detail. So sometimes when we make a trade like this, people wonder, why would we do that trade? What's the thought process? And our goal generally in making a trade is to double up the trade value. So the amount spent, we'd like to double up. And that's kind of how we, buy collections, how we buy inventory in general. This is just a different way of sourcing inventory and getting people to bring their stuff to you in trade fashion. So the Switch OLED, $350 plus tax. And we also got the guy to throw in 50 bucks cash to kind of put the trade over the top. So that brought it to the cost of a regular Switch, so about $320 after tax. So the goal here is then to get $640 in trade value. You know, these pictures came in waves, so Skylar had to keep on pressing in a kind way to see if the guy had any more stuff. So like Guitar Hero 2, that's like about 50 bucks. Because I do believe, yep, we got the game with it as well. There's another 20, another 20, 20, 20. You know, being fairly conservative after fees, considering that Watermelon and John Green might be a little bit more. So another $80 there, so we're at 130. And the expansion pack was a bonus. That's like another 40 bucks, so 170. The system, a solid $80. Putting it to 250, and then 30 each on these puts us at 310, 340, 360, 380, 400, 430, 450, 490, 500, and throwing in some freebies there. And then You know, no crazy games here, but this might put us at another 6 or another 100. So 600 in value, 675, 725. So actually this trade was better than we normally shoot for. 800 with some controllers, 810, 820, 830, 850, 860, 900. So a comfortable $900 in value. That's assuming everything works, that returns aren't had. So Skylar definitely made a good trade. But, you know, it's good to factor in a little bit above double up value because there's a very real possibility that one of these systems doesn't work, a couple of the games don't work, things get returned. You know, there's potential for returns, potential for all that kind of stuff, and it has happened before. So well done on this trade, Skylar, and hopefully going over it a little bit more in detail helps you guys out. Back for another bad trade. Let's see.
Hi, is this available? I have an Xbox One with a few stuff. An Xbox One offer. Video games like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is just horrible, and I thought that was funny. Of course he wants to get rid of it. That's the only reason I screenshotted this one. Hi, is this available? Yes. Send pics or trade offer when possible. So I get this. I'm probably gonna have to bleep all of this, but when you click on the video, it's not this. Just straight up like shows. What? Yes. What? And I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh. Trading is a real grind. Let us say that.
Yeah, so
Sweet mercy.
that was the worst one, I think.
Yeah, that's horrible.
One trade later.
Good morning. It is the day after I did a trade. Very morning. I just did a trade last night for 3 Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes and a Dark Sylveon box. And I got some cool stuff I'm going to show you in just a sec. Look at all this. Oh, yeah. It's freezing. It's actually 32 degrees. I'm about to go meet a guy. It's pretty early. I have 3 Celebrations Elite Trainer boxes and the new Pokemon Switch Lite that we're gonna go do a trade with a complete in-box 3DS XL, or maybe just a regular, I forget. But it's a complete in-box, super cool. A DS game collection, a ton of games complete in-box, and then 2 heavy-hitting games that I'm excited to show you.
Yeah, I mean, not looking getting rid of a ton of stuff, but you can definitely look it over.
Well, yeah, if you want to look at this, I got a bit.
Like the original Power Rangers.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, met Jason, David, Frank yesterday and got some signatures there.
Okay.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Got some old Transformers toys.
Okay.
Like Dragon Ball Z, Super Battle Collection and stuff.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
Yeah, like...
And then as far as like gaming wise, do you only collect stuff that you like playing, or do you...
French Trilogy, and
Okay.
like, I'd get rid of the Wii and my other copy of Metroid Prime, and they're all flawless. I got my PS3, PS4, Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
I have an OLED white.
Yeah.
So like this is just to add to my collection.
Yeah.
I do have the Sword and Shield version
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, the PS2s I'm looking to get rid of. The original.
There he goes. Thank you, Eric, for the good deal. Here for another trade. We are doing a very small trade, nice and simple. Pokemon Switch Lite for a Game Boy SP with Emerald and Fire Red. Let's check it out. But you already know I have to show you another bad offer first. All right, another bad trade. This is from Katie for a Switch Lite, the Pokemon edition. Would you take a Switch controller? And she offered me $5. Which, like, a lot of people, I don't know if they just, like they didn't know how to message me or something, so they just sent offers. Then she sends a picture.
Wow.
It's not even
That is impressively bold.
And then
Are you sure this isn't Thane who created a fake account? I'm gonna play Tetris, Killer Queen
Something.
Black, and Assassin's Creed.
And that was it.
Alright. So about
very strong
$40
offer.
worth of items.
Yeah. And this may be the funniest and strangest Facebook Marketplace offer of all time from Sebastian for a new Nintendo Switch OLED. Hi, is this available? Would you accept $4.50? It gets better. Feel free to send pictures of your trade offer. Okay. What? It's a chicken. He sent a picture of a live chicken. It's just on his bed. That's what I don't get.
Sebastian, I would say that's the funniest trade of the month.
All right, so I did 3 trades over the weekend, and
Yes, you did.
I think I showed you guys, but I'm going to show Chase, and we'll go into a little more detail. Should we start with the small one, work our way up to the big one?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, so this one, well, it's small, but it's efficient.
Yeah.
So
nice stuff here.
all this stuff right here, if you want to look through it all.
So, what did you trade for all
So this was a Nintendo Switch Lite Pokemon one,
Okay.
and 3 Elite Trainer boxes.
Okay,
for
so we're looking
all
at
this.
$350 in retail. All right.
And so, in theory, the Coliseum,
Oh yeah, this is
right
looking
under
good.
it.
Okay.
or the bonus disc and Coliseum, was the 3 Elite Trainer boxes. And
Okay.
everything else was just fun.
This was
flip,
off for a Switch Lite.
Yeah, just flip through it all. So
Was this
complete?
This was different.
That's separate.
Okay, so this over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all that for the Switch Lite.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Everything there.
I love
Pretty much a bunch of Pokemon games.
This is my favorite offer, is a new 3DS XL with Pokemon games.
Yes.
Because that is where the money's at. This was in it too?
Yeah. Open it up. It's all
I
super
think that
clean.
by itself is like, I don't know, $100. I haven't,
Yeah, super clean.
maybe more. I haven't checked in a little while. That's awesome.
The system looks super good. 'Cause it's not just any system; it's the Galaxy system.
So that's probably like $500 worth of stuff, actually.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
This next one, not as much of a no-brainer. However, still some good stuff. So, first was an SP that was offered with Emerald for a Switch Lite, and he had sent pictures of it opened up, and
Looks legit.
yeah, we got him to throw in a Fire Red.
Ooh.
Good catch.
Okay.
It does work.
Right, yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
Kind of hard to see.
I remember seeing it in the pictures, and he sent
It looks
pictures
good.
of the inside, and it looked good.
Yeah.
And then the Fire Red, the SP was working, and then just needed something else, so complete in box, Pokemon White.
And that was all for a Switch Lite?
pretty good shape, and yes.
Okay, that's good. So about $350 in value, maybe more. So the thing is, had somebody in the Discord message me and say, hey, you can replace the shells on these for like $13 and get a new shell in the kit. And this is like acceptable, chewed up, just really rough shape. So this is a prime candidate, a working SP. Put on a new shell, have it fully refurbished. So my guy Matt can do that, and then we got a $100 and something system instead of like a $50 system. So
That's good.
that'll bring the value up closer to $400 on the deal. And that is always our goal, is to double up or at least come close to it. Right now, with the amount of switches that we have and things that we have, we're like okay with a little bit less than a double up sometimes.
If it's easy stuff to move.
If
If it's
like
an Xbox
4
One,
items.
no.
No, we don't want stuff that's easy to process, quick to move, and will take like 10 minutes to get through it. Like
Yeah,
that's
this is a
4 items
handful
that
of
are-
games.
Yeah, and
That'll
then
be
everything here. That's my kind of trades. I love that stuff. For those that are wondering, Skylar is trading my items on these deals.
Yes.
And we kind of work it out a little bit together, but usually the finalized deal has some add-ons, some things that I haven't seen. We get it to the point where it makes sense, and I say, okay, go for it. And then Skylar makes the rest of it happen. So that's what happened in all these cases.
And then this one was kind of the gift that kept on giving. I think we added on like 3, like just 3 things that like kept adding more and more and
So
more.
it started with a small trade, and
Yeah, just
kept
worked its way
expanding.
bigger. So originally, it was just a few PS2 games and an N64 for an Elite Trainer box and a Dark Sylveon box. And then he threw in some more stuff, like a GameCube, and then found more and more, and I'll save you all the details. But essentially, we got all this for 3 Elite Trainer boxes, and then he threw in 20 bucks cash just to buy the Dark Sylveon box. And we were like, sure.
That was it? 3 Elite Trainer boxes?
Yeah.
For all this?
For all this.
Oh, okay.
and a Dark Sylveon box that we
I assumed you were going to say like a Switch Lite.
No.
Dude.
Nope, he said he's going to rip them all. And then these were just throw-ins. Like, this was... He was like, yeah, I can just throw these in. And, you know, he was driving out our way, so figured we'll just upgrade. At one of the points, it was 2 ETBs and a Dark Sylveon box. And we're like, I'll just give you 3 ETBs. And he was like, well, can I do a couple more throw-ins and then just bring it along and maybe we'll... Yeah, so...
Okay, so I will say, this is why you have to build some leverage into deals, because these two are definitely fake.
No!
The plastic's off.
It does sound
The label's off. Everything's off. But this one is legit, so it's interesting. Obviously, it's hard to tell in pictures that are fuzzy.
Yes, and I could tell that that this was lifted on it. Like, oh, it's not even lifted. It's just weird.
It's just not the right color. It's not the right feel. You can tell if you have them in your hand. These are definitely legit. These N64 games, those are legit. So they've got the right look and feel. So yeah, it's still a no-brainer deal, even with those being fake. Like, we're still at probably like 400 in value.
Yeah.
Maybe 300 at a minimum, and that would be a double up. So
it's unfortunate that this wasn't
none of those are
really
first party.
but we knew that going in. But all of these, oh, I didn't even notice this.
Nice little $8 bonus. So
everything
4
else was
first party and
which
64.
is great. And he did send pictures of it working, which is always nice to get. If you can get pictures of things working, then you know you can justify.
Significantly reduces risk.
Well, yeah, and then you don't have to get. You could justify going a little less than a double up if they're like.
If it feels good, if you've seen everything working, it is easier to take out some of that leverage. But it's still nice to have some in this case because we had 2 fake games in there.
Yeah,
but
and
he wasn't even supposed to. Do this, right? He just brought it. It was like,
I was like, I'm not super interested in it. And he's like, okay. But he just brought it like complete with the box.
We'll take it.
Okay.
I mean, if he wants to get rid of it, we'll take it.
Yep.
So yeah, I would say you comfortably doubled up, across the whole lot. So that's some fantastic trade work. But man, you've messaged hundreds of people.
Yes.
And you've probably made like 7 or 8 deals at this point.
I have
total?
I have a spreadsheet.
Okay. Yeah, that's sweet. So well done. And we do still have one more for you guys to see, and I think it will trump all of these. So stay tuned for that right now.
Just kidding. I gotta show you one more trade offer that left us speechless. All right, and so this may be the most mean, like
This is the one that he told me about, because this is just nuts.
like, I was nothing but nice to this person. So background, he had a bunch of potentially good stuff. He had a 3DS. He had a ton of games for it. He had a ton of Pokemon cards, and I simply just asked for a bunch of pictures of everything. He didn't want to send pictures. He was like getting upset, like swearing, saying like that this was a waste of time and that like I'm not even interested. So he's like, what about this? Could you trade for this? Could you trade for this? Could you trade for this? What else do you have that I can get for what I have? And so I was like, okay, well, so for the 3DS and games, like I could do some Pokemon stuff, the original thing he was asking for. Depending on the condition of the games, I couldn't even see them all. So he goes, that's okay. Thanks, though. I'm sure someone will trade me something good for it. I think I might have another person with a Switch they're willing to trade, because he wanted an OLED Switch for, like, just junk Pokemon cards in a 3DS, essentially. So I said, cool, go with that. Like, that's awesome. He gets a Switch. And he goes, yeah, thanks for wasting my time. Hope you don't sell anything and you become homeless because you're a bad person. a bad worthless person.
Oh my god.
And then he left the group. It truly did have the potential. If there was the right stuff. My intention was not to waste his time. He was wasting his own time by not just doing it right the first time, I guess.
You were unbelievably kind to him the whole time, too.
This was like...
That's crazy.
This was like just scrolling of messages, trying to be accommodating.
He literally wished homelessness upon you for not accepting his trade.
He wanted me to be homeless.
All right.
Going to one final trade. This for... You know what? I'm not even going to tell him. I'm not even going to say anything.
Let's just say that it might be our best trade in the last 6 months.
Maybe. Yeah.
Potentially ever. It just depends on how it pans out. We're going to say it's probably our best trade in the last 6 months. And Skylar's going to go pick it up.
Let's go. All right, pulling in now. Gonna keep the phone mounted right here. I don't know if this is my guy or not. Oh, I hope you could see that. Ladies and gentlemen, the collection. PS2 games, some sealed. Time to show Chase what we got. Oh, boys.
What happened?
What'd you get?
Games.
Games.
Cleanest games ever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. These are just perfect. All right, so the big one. Have you pulled it out yet?
Yes, I did. Didn't go over too much about it, but I did pull it out and say that was the hitter.
That's a heavy hitter of the lot, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Definitely authentic. Black label. I wonder if it's first print. I don't know how to tell, but I think there is a difference on this one. What else is sealed? Let's see. This one.
There's Splinter Cell on top.
Nice. I think that one's a little more common.
Yep. Then black above Guitar Hero.
Yeah, they are all as clean as ever.
And then it's under here, Game Day 2002.
Oh, okay. There you go. Donovan McNabb's rookie cover. We were talking about maybe someday rookie covers of athletes. Those games sealed could be something. And there actually has been like the 97 Sega Saturn basketball game with Kobe.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say we found
so we got it
Kobe
used
one.
and it's going for like $50 or $60 used, and sealed it was like a lot if it was in good shape. So like the first Patrick Mahomes Madden, I don't know if that one could someday be worth something. If he, gets better this season and beyond.
If he becomes a Brady.
Yeah, and he's on the cover with Brady, so that would be an interesting one. But these are more what I would call organically collectible, because people weren't buying up these games to keep sealed to be valuable someday. Similar to first edition Pokemon cards. They just kind of organically became collectible because they exploded later. So buying up sealed games today, probably not the greatest long-term investment, but if you can find them vintage and sealed, then you've got something. And I think this game goes for like $350 by itself.
Sheesh.
We traded a Switch Lite for the whole box.
Wow.
So that is...
Yeah, he was happy. I was talking
crazy.
to him. I don't know if it picked it up, but he was like, I'm not doing games anymore. I retired. I do a lot of traveling. I figured this would be a cool thing to keep playing games with. And I go, oh, do you play Pokemon? Why that one? He's like, I just like the black color. So
Yeah.
he was like, I thought the design was cool. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So this was a fantastic trade.
yeah, everything is so
It will take 30 minutes to get through all these, because it's just going to be scanning them with my little barcode scanner, listing them on Amazon, sending them off, and I'll be through the whole box in half an hour. So that is a dream trade. No testing, no cleaning, nothing to do. And you got this stuff, huh?
Yeah. Traded Mortal Kombat 11 for it for the Switch. Give him a choice between cash, this, and Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Some
So I got 2 first-party controllers.
yeah,
Sweet.
and it looked like a Mad Catz one.
Yeah, it's like a... Yeah, it's a Game Shark. Game Shark. That actually has a little bit of value if this is the receiver, which I don't think it is. That's a guitar.
Yes, he said that that was in there.
Is that with that guitar?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's good. Oh, yeah, but that's the receiver. So that's probably like a $15 controller, actually.
And was there a memory?
Yeah, there's a memory card.
Okay.
And then this remote, but that doesn't have the receiver, so...
Yeah.
But that was... You traded a $15 game for all this, so that was a great trade.
Yep. He seemed excited about Mortal Kombat.
There we go.
All right.
We picked the right one. What I'm going to do is I'll go through, I'll scan all of these, get them listed, get everything broken down between eBay, Amazon, and Trade-In, and we'll get an estimated value on the entire lot and see what it came out to. So I started a new batch on Accelerlist. How much net profit we got? I'll enter in the buy cost of $212 for the Switch Lite after tax. And then we'll kind of know a good idea of the net profit once everything is listed. So we are now 10 games in and already in the profit. You can see the buy cost is $212. Net profit's at $28, and that is the after fees, after buy cost net profit. But I do think I listed probably some of the best games. Just coincidentally, they were in the same spot in the box. Simpsons Hit and Run is a big one. And then the others are in there. Ratchet and Clank, some of the OG. These ones are just trade-in. I might keep the cases. So all the games except for the trade-in games and 2 of the sealed games are inputted right there. 342 profit with a buy cost of $212. I subtracted 25% from the overall value and factored that in just for potential returns, potential repricing. Generally, I probably will average about 25% less than that. And then also factoring in, got a memory card inside of one of the cases. That's a $5 value. And then there's 11 trade-in games or games that I'll swap out cases with, better games, valuing those at $2 a piece. So 22 bucks there. We've got the guitar. And I'm adding $10 to the buy cost because he traded a $10 game for all of the extra accessories. There were 3 good controllers, the Game Shark one and 2 Sonys. Those are worth 20 bucks a piece. And then you've got Metal Gear Solid 2. That is like the first print, sealed. A very comfortable $250 is what I valued that at. And then this PS2 Black, that is also first print, black label, sealed. That's about $80 comfortably in value. So the net profit on $222 in cost for the trade items, we will net profit $635. That's after fees, shipping, everything. It just took me about 45 minutes to process every single item. So Skylar, that is a good trade. You did well. Yeah! Took Skylar about an hour there and back to make the trade, so we're about 2 hours in, all in to make 635 bucks.
Easy.
We'll take it.
All right. Thank you if you have made it this far. It is time for the statistics of everything. Revealed for the first time, over 10,000 views across all these trades, over 228 messages. Those are the ones that, didn't rudely leave the conversation. There were 13 decent offers that we could have done. We did 6, and in total spent $1,257 to make $3,310 after fees. Like in all the numbers, I was like, okay, this is he's doing after fees value, so that's pretty good.
Was it worth it?
I think so. I'm very glad with being threatened to make that. So yeah, we recorded a bunch of other reactions to a bunch of other offers. So if you want to see those, let us know, and maybe we'll release them as shorts or another short video.
A lot of bad offers, and a lot of them are quite funny.
Oh, a lot of rude offers. Yeah. So if you want to see those, comment below. If you made it this far, consider liking and subscribing. And that's it. Is that a Bartle?
Bartle do.
Bartle do.